Knight's Magi. This book is different from the previous in the series in that it's mostly about Tyndall and Rondell, Min's apprentices. And as such, it feels kind of like a side story in things. Not to say that it's a bad story, it is still a very good story, and the writing isn't enjoyable as ever. It's just it has the tendency to feel like kind of a side story. Like, it doesn't actually matter as much as the main story, and you could probably skip this book if you weren't interested, and probably still understand the overarching story with everything involved. But this does help flesh out the characters a bit more. To that end, the book basically starts with Min telling his apprentices, "Yeah, you guys need to learn how to be a man."
Mister, I'll make a man out of you.
In the nicest possible way, telling them one of the most important things that I think every guy needs to learn in life: nobody gives a shit about men intrinsically. Ladies, you don't realize how great it is that nobody gives a crap about you until you actually accomplish anything. This simple realization is probably one of the better things you can do in your entire life if you're a guy. Nobody cares about you intrinsically. It's great. But really, that's the call to adventure type thing going on here, where our, well, in this sense, mentor figure is telling these people, is letting our protagonists know what they need to do. What, like, the key. A common thing with mentor figures is they tend to know they tend to know the answer to the question the protagonist needs answered, if that makes sense. And Min is the mentor figure in this, and he's pushing both Tyndall and Rondell into the merits of masculinity. Which, despite what you might hear from a gender studies major, yeah, there are still merits to masculinity. To that end, the main plot has both the apprentices going to a magical academy and to a military training facility. Basically, Tyndall is a pretty good soldier, but not a very good mage, so he has to spend more time at the academy. And Rondell is a pretty good mage, but a pretty crappy soldier, so he has to spend more time at the military base, boot camp, basically. To that end, it's kind of structured like there are two characters, there are co-protagonists. Both of them have something that the other one needs to learn, and it's treated like that. Tyndall, who before this was never really academically inclined, did learn that he has a particular fondness for what they call blue magic, or illusion, trickery, mind, that kind of thing. And Rondell did learn that he actually does kind of have a mind for effective military leadership, I guess you would say. So again, it's both of them kind of have something the other one needs. But again, the story is effective in how it structures that. Tyndall does realize that he needs to, stay back and analyze things more, and Rondell does realize that he does need to just act sometimes. Yeah, it's effective. That's really all I can really say for this book. It was effective. It fleshed out some characters more than we had previously seen. And whereas there were some parts that I found kind of uncomfortable, there's a bit at the end, and you've read it, you probably know what I'm talking about. That is more a thing that I don't like than anything that is actually bad. Because there is a difference between something being poorly done and something I just don't like. So again, on a scale of 1 to 2, 2. But if you're going to skip this book, you could probably do it.